Clutch Gaming just did the impossible, man. They just did it, man. They knocked TSM out, man. I gotta talk about it, man. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, but I'm gonna start talking about League of Legends, man. I'm gonna start giving my opinion on League of Legends, man, on these games, because these games have been crazy, man. I've been following League of Legends for a long time, but these quarterfinals, nah, they were too crazy. They were too crazy, and Clutch Gaming just did the impossible. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my little recap, my thoughts about it. You know what I'm saying? My little analyst perspective on this game, man. So you know what I'm saying? Game one, TSM, they came out swinging. You know what I'm saying? The matchup to watch for me was the jungle. Like, that's always the jungle. Like, the jungle is what matchup to watch right now for me, especially when going into picks and bans, right? So, you got Lyra that was on Sejuani. You got Mike Young that picked Olaf, right? Immediately, my thoughts are, okay, Olaf is going to be more objective-based, you know what I'm saying? Sejuani is going to be more about ganking. That was my original thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Now, Bjergsen, he thinks that he's in Febiven's mind already before this game. Now, he said that, right? So that kind of means a lot, because if you're not playing well in scrims against somebody, you're probably not going to play that well against them on stage. But that got flipped around this whole you know what I'm saying, this whole series. But you know what I'm saying? If this is a little choppy, if I'm jumping around, my bad, but this is my first time doing this, you know what I'm saying? I wrote down just some little things, you know what I'm saying, some of my thoughts. So I'm going to just share them with you guys, man, because this is history, man, so I gotta just talk about it, man. Mike Young was a problem for TSM in this game one. When he picked that Olaf, he was not only pressuring them in their jungle, he was doing everything. It started off from the first blood.
Doesn't care if they see him coming.
Bjergsen taking some damage from Febiven here again. But over the wall comes the axe. Lyra going in with a flash, looking to make the damage happen. And Febiven is caught down. First blood to Mike Young.
First blood getting on Febiven mid. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that wasn't good for Febiven's mind. You know what I'm saying? He already got first blooded. It was a great play by Mike Young, you know what I'm saying, with the flash play. Then he got the early Ocean Dragon, which is huge for Bjergsen and Hanser in their lane. You know what I'm saying? Which is big for them. Then Mike Young, he got second blood on Apollo on bot lane at 10 minutes with a great dive. Just another great dive. And then you see Mike Young taking the Rift at 11:30, which is huge. Taking the Rift at 11:30, a minute and 30 seconds after it spawns, it's incredible, man. Then at 21 minutes, it's 3-3 in kills, right? Then they do a Baron 50-50, and guess who secures it?
Sesh might have flash.
LCS,
Okay.
LCS.
I'm trying to go on Sesh.
Okay.
Don't finish it, don't finish it.
Oh, we have to go now.
It's too low.
I got it.
Oh,
Nice,
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 nice.
nice.
Mike Young. Now, all these plays are because of Mike Young on TSM in the jungle. So he's been doing great, you know what I'm saying? Once they got that Baron buff, they used that Baron buff to push and end the game. You know what I'm saying? Clutch Gaming, they didn't have a lot of wave clear. Like, if any at all, they really only had the Caitlyn. That's about all they had. You know, then they were able to take all 3 inhibitors with that Baron, which was just incredible. Then they took the Mountain Drake, and then they just warded out. They left. Then they retook the Baron. Then they just pushed to end, and it was over, man. Game 1 was kind of a wash, man. You know what I'm saying? It was about a 30-minute game, you know what I'm saying? It was a wash for TSM, and it really showed that TSM was on another level than Clutch Gaming. But in my opinion, the big factor in that game was the jungle. Right? It was the jungle. That Olaf champion was able to do so much damage, just be a problem all around the map. So it's like, okay, now this game 2, this Olaf's either going to get picked or banned again. So then we go into game 2. So then moving on to game 2, you know what I'm saying? You got Clutch Gaming, they're down 0-1. They pick the blue side, you know what I'm saying? What are they going to do, man? You guys had Hakuho. I felt like he didn't do as much on Braum in game 1. You know what I'm saying? He was able to block the Tilia wall. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? But in this game, you know what I'm saying, the picks and bans, in my opinion, I feel like TSM, they had to lock in that Olaf again because of what Mike Young was able to do. But the thing is that targeting the Raken and the Zir and the Morgana, it just didn't seem like a very good pick and ban phase, because you guys left out the Swain top, which ended up getting first picked by Clutch Gaming, which ended up being a problem all game. But yeah, so they went ahead and first picked that Swain, and after that they went ahead and picked up their Braum and Mike Young. Now, once they picked up Braum, you already got the Tom Kinch band and the Morgana band, and you know that Hakuho, he likes to go on Thresh. So what does he do? He picks Thresh game 2. And then he picks the Kog'Maw to pair with it. And then they pick Big Jergsen on TSM to take his Rise middle, and then Sven to take his ADC Varus, and Mithy to take his Ornn top, And during game 2, first off, I just want to say Hakuho looked way more comfortable. Even though he died early, he looked way more comfortable on the Thresh than he did on the Braum in game 1.
Pathing, that's going to be a little bit expected. I think they saw Bjergsen roaming, and there's the hook. Hakuho starts things off here, getting a flay onto 4 people, but he's still going to be surrounded, nearly taken down, keeps himself alive. But first blood over to Bjergsen.
TSM with such an early roam from Bjergsen down bottom side, and they're not done. Apollo's still here.
Oh, he didn't mark him. There's the heal. They want to go for more. They don't get the concussive blows just yet. Mike Young flashing away to drop the turret aggro. Apollo goes down. Credit to Mike Young.
Hakuho, he gets a great pull bot lane into a flash flay to get another kill on Sven and Mithy. Now this play right here was really where I was like, okay, Hakuho, you're going to be a problem this game.
Braum. We're going on Braum bot.
Flash.
They TP.
I'm
TPing
TP,
too.
you can fly,
He's
you can fly.
he's gonna be pretty strong, guys. Wait, you canceled? I'm canceling.
No flash, no flash.
There's no flash. There's no flash. Nice.
This was like, okay, yeah, Hakuho was a problem on this Thresh. Like, there's a reason that he came in as one of the best Thresh players in the league, And now you got Bjergsen on the side of TSM. He was 2-0 after a nice roam on with Solo on Solo to kill Solo because he was the Gnar or whatever. He roamed top side to get that kill in their jungle, which was a good kill. So that had him 2-0. So you got Bjergsen on one of his favorite champions in Rise, and he's 2-0. So right now, this game, you don't know how it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Clutch Gaming, they have great invade from Lyra and the Skarner. They've had great plays. They have not been able to let Mike Young do what he did last game, which I think they learned from. So shout out to them. Now Mike Young went for the Infernal Dragon, and Febiven and Mira make the plays, man. They definitely make the plays.
Solo does have Mega Gnar pretty close to popping, though, so Clutch Gaming could go for it.
Yep, there's the TP. Drake sends some trouble. Here comes the fight. TSM has priority over the pit, and they've already got the kill onto Hakuho. Is anything else going to be even happening to that when a Solo can't find the backup for his Mega Gnar ultimate? Now in the front line, it's going to be Haunter having to run away. Wants to go in, and he finds the never move. The follow-up is there, and Lyra is able to grab the kill onto Mithy. Sends Kog'Maw food.
Mike Young then melts the Infernal Dragon. Bjergsen TPs them out. Amazing. That was an amazing play. If you guys don't know good League of Legends, that was great League of Legends. The communication, everything was on point. Amazing.
Once again,
burning it
TSM
down.
starting up the Infernal Drake, but they are doing it way too fast. Clutch Gaming wants to get in there, but they can't do a thing. And the Realm Warp gets them out clean from TSM.
Then you got a great play by Clutch Gaming. Even though Solo whiffed his ult, they were still able to get Mithy and Hanser. So then they were in a 5v3 situation, which means a pretty easy Baron when you got a Skarner on your team. You know what I'm saying? So they went ahead and did that. Then CG, they push mid, and Hakuho lands another hook on Mithy and gets a kill and that just opened up mid for an easy inhib. And so once you got the mid inhib open up, that's definitely the one that you want. Now CG starts the Elder Drake. They stall the fight, right? They stall the fight. Then Solo goes behind Hanser and the rest of the team and sets up the easy pick, right? He sets up an easy pick for Thresh to grab Hanser. He made it ABC 1-2-3. So Thresh lands that hook, and you know what I'm saying, they catch him. Then Clutch Gaming, then they push bot. Hakuho then hooks Mike Young, leaving no real tanks, because once you hook Mike Young and kill Olaf, then it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have his ult, so he wasn't able to get out of that hook. So he grabbed Mike Young, and then they were able to push towards the inhib, you know. once you have no tanks, it's pretty easy to get an inhib, you know. Then you got Hakuho in a 4v3, lands 2 huge hooks back to back to lead to opening up bot lane to actually end the game.
Flash, no flash. They're in a rise ult, yeah? Nice.
I'm gonna keep you. Go.
Hey, can you cut these guys off? Baby. Oh, we got him. Never mind. Push. Keep going.
And so this game, Hakuho really showed his stuff on this Thresh. He was clearly the MVP. You got Lyra that was definitely picking it up, and also Fabivin that did great on that Swain. You know what I'm saying? So just a great comeback, a total flip of what happened in game 1. Game 2, CG just looked like a totally different animal, and I loved it, man. So then you go into game 3. Now game 3, in my opinion, you got to be thinking, okay, the Thresh got to go. If we don't get it out in the first wave, we're getting it out in the second wave. And I guess the TSM, they felt like they could get rid of the Thresh in the second ban phase, but they ended up letting it slip through again, you know what I'm saying? So CG was able to take Thresh, Caitlyn, which Caitlyn they're very comfortable on Caitlyn, you know what I'm saying? Kog'Maw was picked by TSM this time, you know. I guess they saw how good Apollo was on the Kog'Maw in the last game, so they were like, okay, you guys did it, I can do better. So they went ahead and took that. It didn't really work out like that this game. Lyra went ahead and took the Olaf game 3. You know, the Olaf has been picked every single time, either first or second. So, you know, the Olaf this time, just a great pick. Just a great pick. You know, Olaf has been causing problems. He's just been causing problems. He's just been a beast. He's a beast of a champion if used right, and especially when it's tied 1-1, your jungler needs that advantage. So to have that jungle advantage, that pressure advantage, in my opinion, in Clutch Gaming, Lyra, he's already showed that he can pressure with Skarner, so now the roles are flipped, where he's the one pressuring with Olaf. You get what I'm saying? So it's a totally different game now. And this game 3, man.
Open up, play around this bottom lane that's pushing in. And here's the Olaf invade.
Nicely done by Hakuo. The shockwave over the wall, and Mike Young's got no way out.
So Lyra has a great invade on the red buff, right? Just a great invade. He gets first blood on Mike Young, right? Off the rip. Just a great invade. Then Lyra has another great dive bot lane on the Kog'Maw. So off rip in game 3, Lyra is tearing things apart with this Olaf. Just how I thought. The matchup to watch was this jungle, this whole entire matchup. In game 3, man, Lyra, shout to Lyra on Clutch Gaming, because he definitely showed that he was jungling himself crazy. So Lyra grabs the 3rd Infernal Dragon in 18 minutes. Yeah, the 3rd Infernal Dragon. Huge. Like, how do you get 3 Infernals? Like, that CG... Lyra, honestly, his jungle game was too amazing in this game 3. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Sven. He gets caught out twice. The second time led to a Baron call where CG's able to kill Mike Young easily and secure the Baron.
I don't think they're coming.
I'm coming.
I'll look quick over the wall. Actually, I'm gonna go on him.
Hey, this guy, I got him. Any hit? Baron? Okay,
No. Kill him.
Kill Skarner.
Fucking nice job, guys.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got Tom. After that, he tried to go behind them with Sven to do like a crazy gank, but it didn't work at all, and they got them double killed early. Easily in my opinion, and that just led to a GG right up mid for game 3.
TSM will lose that inhibitor. Clutch Gaming wants to get themselves out. Redemption will come down, keeping them all topped off, but Abyssal Voyage into the back line. Smithy having to immediately flash away, leaves Mike Young in a bad spot, and he is gone. Clutch Gaming get themselves one, and the attack now reverses direction. They're going out of there. They're also going to find the kill onto Haunter. That is...
And game 3 was kind of a breeze. But once again, you got CG landing hooks after hooks after hooks. Man, like Hakuo, man. He's landing hooks after hooks on this Thresh. So game 4, what is the #1 priority in the pick and ban phase? You let it get through last time, don't let it get through this time. You ban the Thresh, but what are the 3 champions that they ban? The Raken, the Olaf, so they get rid of the Olaf. TSM does not want the Olaf in this game. They're like, okay, there's too much priority on the jungle, we don't want the Olaf. And then what do they say? There's too much priority in the jungle, we don't want the Skarner either. No, we're going normal, tanky champions. You're going to play your Zac, I'm going to play my Sejuani, and we're going to do this, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do this normally. We ain't going to have super crazy pressure, you know what I'm saying? If any pressure is going to happen, it's going to be in the lanes, you know, that's what we're going to do. Or it's going to be on Sejuani's side. So I think that was a good pick. But the last ban definitely should have been Thresh, man. If you're going to ban Olaf and Skarner, you got to ban Thresh. If they would have banned Thresh, I think that this game 4 would have been a totally different game. But they didn't, and they paid the price ultimately, man. TSM at 8 minutes, Hakuho gets caught by Jergson. Now, Jergson, just a great mid laner. We know this. His Syndra is A1. When he's on this Syndra, it's a problem. So that was a great pick by them. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough, man. It wasn't enough. Hakuho did get caught. But then after that, the Ornn ult, plus the Febiven coming in, plus the curtain call from Jhin, plus an amazing chase, equaled a 4-kill team fight, man. And this fight was the turn in this game.
And he has Zombie Ward on top of it, so he's finding a way to get Tracker's Knife when it's
That's
gone.
commitment.
Tracker's Knife without the Tracker's Knife, but Hakuo's now been caught out. Mike Young multi-layering the CC there. Hakuo forced to flash away from Bjergsen, who wants to chase after this, but Lyra wants to follow. It does not matter. Bjergsen's got the damage. Lyra's still thinking about maybe making something happen here, but a TSM who have arrived in force. They pop the passive. Febiven's now in the middle of everyone. The Ornn comes through, and it's one in return for the side of Clutch Gaming. Sven's gonna be the double kill. Minty gets taken down. The shots raining in from behind. Apollo grabs himself a kill, and Bjergsen's gonna go down too for sure.
Right here was the turn. CG took the Infernal Dragon at 12 minutes, and from then on, you know what I'm saying, solo, he goes one-on-one with Hanser, almost kills him, then Febiven roams and takes his kill, you know what I'm saying, doesn't take it, but you know what I'm saying, he gave it to him. So, you know, that was a great play. Then you got Febiven, he's on this Swain, he's just getting bigger and bigger, and whenever you got a Swain is broken right now out of Febiven's own mouth, so whenever you got a champion that's doing that incredible, man, you just got to keep on feeding it. So they went ahead and gave that to Febiven, and he got even bigger.
I'm here. I'm
ulting top.
They're behind you, maybe.
Yeah, they're behind you. They're
I
behind
can
you.
actually move. I
But
can
this is
actually
really
move.
good. This is really good. This is a good fight
He's
for
1
us.
HP. He's 1
Watch
HP.
that
Kill.
I got this.
I'm
This one.
Look for Sedge. I can be over the wall, okay?
Stop his fucking jump.
I'm just gonna push. Hey, they're swapping. They're swapping, Apollo.
I'm here.
Okay.
Hey, come to me. Can you lantern?
I don't have.
So, Apollo, can you just go top?
Then that moved into a free Rift Herald, you know what I'm saying? Then they were able to take mid with that Rift and able to get the tier 2 tower off of a great dive and open up mid lane. So when the first 2 towers that go down are the 2 mid lanes, that's huge. That's just huge. Then Hanser loses the one-on-one to solo bot lane. Yeah, huge mistake by Solo. You know, or by Hanser, I'm sorry. A great play by Solo. He did great. Then Hanser's bot lane, right? CG then goes for Baron because Hanser's bot lane pushing.
Clutch Gaming is to start up the Baron. Febiven will run interference, looking to keep Mike Young away. He has to keep him a hero right here. Black Shield down into Mike Young. Baron at 2K. They're looking to take it even lower, but it's secured by Apollo. Mike Young now in the pit, going to be focused down by the remaining members of Clutch Gaming as Febiven continues to zone everyone else away, and Sven is gone as well.
Mike Young tried to steal in a 5v4 situation. He missed the smite. Even Sven gets caught. You know what I'm saying? Sven gets caught as well. But you can't be losing that Baron in a 5v4 situation. You can't be missing the smite. You know what I'm saying? That was really for game because once you miss that smite, you're going to die, and then it's a 5v3 situation because they were bottom unless they back quickly, and then it's a 5v4, but they already got the Baron buff, so the game's pretty much over. So after that, CG moves mid with their Baron buff to take the mid inhib easily. Then they move bot with their buff to take the bot inhib easily without really any pressure, you know what I'm saying? Then CG, they move top with the Baron buff yet again and pull off an amazing dive after Hakuho lands yet another hook to start things off. Even though he died to Febiven, or not to Febiven, even though he died to Bjergsen, it was still a great hook to pop things off. You know what I'm saying? He lands the hook and things get started. But when you got Febivin, Lyra, and Apollo able to pop off the way they did and do that tower dive the way that they did.
Break the traps if you want me to.
Okay.
I'm breaking in traps. Okay. So.
Okay, no shield. Watch out, watch out.
So.
Dead. Okay.
Hey, back up. Come here. Okay. We can win. Go in.
They have no Syndra ulti.
Oh, he flashed. I'm tanking. Hey, look at Syndra. Look at Syndra. Come to me.
We flashed it.
Fuck yeah, guys! What? We're so
Clutch Gaming will be the first organization to deny them their pass to the semis and will earn their spot in Miami.
That earned their spot in the finals, and they are heading to Miami, man. So CG has to face the #1 team in the NALCS in 100 Thieves, man. And I cannot wait for this event. Are you kidding me? I'm going to be glued to the TV watching this thing, man. And I'm definitely going to be giving my recap on that match and how it goes, you know what I'm saying, that series. If you guys rock with this and what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, just leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting up new, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting up a new channel, so, like, just subscribe. I don't know how many people are gonna watch this thing, but you know what I'm saying, if you guys can, man, share this thing. You know what I'm saying, I'm gonna try and give you guys more content. I'm gonna try to give you guys my thoughts on League of Legends, man, because I love this sport. It's a great sport. But honestly, man, we got to talk, because they made history, man. Clutch Gaming just made history. This is the first time that TSM has not been in the finals, let alone not been in the semifinals. So this is honestly major. So shout out to them. This is the reason why I'm starting this. The reason why I'm doing this is because of this game. This game got me so hyped. This series got me so hyped. I already watched this series like 3 times. This series has me so hyped right now. I had to give my opinion on it, man. So if you guys liked what I'm doing, man, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next video, man. Peace.